again in its final chapters as an NFL stadium. Blake Grupe out and ready to send this away. And here we go from Chicago. Starting from the 5. He's brought down just inside the 25. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. They'll be led out by last year's #1 overall pick, Brock. Looking to build on his decent debut season here in year 2. It's Caleb Williams.
He's somebody who has made a career of extending and creating plays. I mean, there are oftentimes, Kate, where I just would sit aghast. How did he do that? How does he make that throw on the run? Now he's got to take the spectacular and just add a whole level of consistency.
Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. Powering his way forward a bit, give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Williams going to run with it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
First down, ball at the 36. Working from the gun, Williams finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Williams off the play fake. The Mets got it, left side. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Bears first down.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
First down, here's Swift. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Williams on the play action. He sends this one to the end zone. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. And we're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script. Brock test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
3rd down, here's Williams. Coverman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
I don't think there's any question about it. You could see right from the jump here, the point of emphasis with this coaching staff. Be active with your hands, not just one guy. All these guys are flying around and so actively, aggressively looking for that impact play.
And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. They are led by the second-year quarterback from South Carolina. Started a handful of games last season as a rookie. Here's Spencer Rattler.
You know, one thing I get a little tired of around draft time, Kate, is hearing all these people say, oh, he can make every throw. He can make every throw. Technically, sure. Every guy that's drafted can make every throw. but how special are those throws? How much accuracy, how much zip? When it comes to Spencer Rattler, dude's got a live arm. It isn't the arm or the skill set that saw him fall to the 5th round. It was some of the ups and downs in college. And when given a chance and the right supporting cast, he does have elite arm talent.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. On the gun, Rattler. Goes right downfield to Olave. At the 20. There it is. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Chris Olave with the touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Blake Groupie to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
There is nothing.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff.
For the Saints.
Devin Duvernay to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Bears offense out there for their 2nd drive of the contest. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. They're going to run here. Kyle Manunga. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, a nice little run to set the table.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. And they'll pitch it out to him. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. And that's knocked away. The linebacker got him in the middle of the field, incomplete.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Running with Swift out of the gun. Still going past the 40. And he has this all the way down to the 29-yard line. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that's a Chicago 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Here's Swift on second down. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it as they take him down for a loss. So they'll get to scheme about this third down call for a bit. That brings us to the end of one. 7-0 is our score. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on third down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. It's on target to Moore. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Bears first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
To the ground, it's Monunga. And he takes this one in for a Chicago touchdown. The Bears can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. The point after splits the upright. And the Bears tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's a return from the 7. And this will give them some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. The Saints and Chris Olave ready to take over once again on offense. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. First and 10 now from the 30. Now Rattler on the play fake. Stays in the pocket. It's caught right side by Johnson. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
This is Alvin Kamara with it. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
Jade, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Kamara gets it off the option. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, New Orleans.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Soldier Field. The Saints driving for a score and a halftime lead. Slot receiver headed left. Here's Rattler, 1st and 10. Catch made by Alvin Kamara. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. And it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They'll run the toss to Kamara. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
7th play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap to Rattler. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Here comes the Saints punting unit. And no chance at a return. He wisely angled it for the sideline and got it down to the 12 before going out. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10. Williams set to pass. They'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Williams has him on the quick hitter. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Here's Williams. Coverman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
Chicago brings out the punting unit. Back deep for the Saints is Rashid Shaheed. He'll start from the 39. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Saints and Chris Olave ready to take over once again on offense. And unless the coverage adjusts to slow him down, Brock, He's going to be busy and a productive target for them throughout the rest of this contest. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Rattler back to throw. Catch made by Cooks. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. We have a timeout here. Second one taken by New Orleans. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Motioning left is Olave. From the 44 here on 2nd down. Short pass brought in. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. The Saints call their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
And the Saints, 1st down.
To the line we go. They're set. 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him right. Rattler to the air now. He's going to pull this one down and run with it.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Second and 3 now. Rattler setting to throw. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
3 yards to go.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This a 39-yarder from the left hash. Groupie sends it through. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage. So a field goal game at the half. A good one so far, 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Excellent work as always, Scott. Love that halftime report. Just a field goal game for us here as we start quarter number 3. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Brings in the kick at the 9. This makes it up to the 25. The Saints offense ready to start this 3rd quarter. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
Saints to the line now. 1st and 10. Rattler. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Rattler now off the play action. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So they're left facing 3rd and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Saints.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They go play action on first. The Bears close it in, and they'll get him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Following the sack needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18. Another try following the sack. Looking for him on the screen there, but it's incomplete. So 2nd down produces nothing. Back to the huddle they go for 3rd down. Comes up empty on that one. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Throwing is Rattler. Taken in by Hill, right side. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20.
Complete to Taysom Hill. It's a gain of 48 yards. 1st down, New Orleans.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's 2nd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Sending the tight end in motion left. Give on 2nd to Kamara. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
1st and goal, New Orleans.
What a great sign to start the 2nd half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints grow the lead coming out of halftime. Just a great effort there from him, Brock, to take it upon himself, embrace the initiative, and turn that drive into 6.
You know, Kate, there was a day when you were watching Steve Young or Randall Cunningham, and that felt like a bonus touchdown. But that's not today. It feels like every quarterback's got to be able to score, be a dual threat on the ground. It's part of an offense every single team relies upon.
Group B to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Saints make it a 10-point ball game.
17. Bears 7.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. Jukes one defender. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Here come the Bears back out on offense. They're down 10 partway through this one. Score is 17-7. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Kate, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
He's taken down after reaching the 30. Making the stop that time, Kool-Aid McKinstry.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Williams. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
Hey, a normal old stop at 3rd down just wasn't good enough for this crew. Nope, they had to rip the ball away from them literally in an impressive and dominant play that sets their offense up for success.
The Saints ready to return their offense to the field. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. Quick throw to Hill on the RPO. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Complete to Taysom Hill. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 9-yard line.
3 quarters in the books from this one. The Saints have it with a lead. Not a big one, though, trying to carry it through. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Right back to Hill. This is caught. Nice gain there on 2nd down before they get